Hi guys, in this video we will learn about the personalized portfolio tracker that all premium members can avail. So let's get started with the Admin Trades tab, which you can see here. First, let's quickly go over the layout. In column A, you can see the dates. These are all the dates when the stock market is open, and also when you're expected to get income fund returns as well. Then column B is where we track the buying and selling of our stock fund, which is a high-risk fund. For starters, we can see that the admin added $100,000 into the stock fund on the 23rd of April, when the index was at 71,433, and since the market closed at 0.32% that day, we made 320 rupees on the stock fund. The same way we have the asset fund, which is slightly less risky due to less exposure into equity, and this is why, in column K, you can see that it has also made less profits than the stock fund. Then in column D, we have special fund, which can be any fund that doesn't try to follow the index directly. This fund can be the UBL Financial Sector Fund, which only has banking stocks, or it can be MCB's Dividend Opportunity Fund, which only has stocks which pay dividends, or the Mizan's Energy Fund, which only has oil and gas along with power companies. This special fund can also be Balanced Fund, which is for investors with low risk appetite. Balanced Fund by default only keeps limited holdings of about 30% into stocks, and rest of the 70% is kept in government debt instruments. So that means that it will give the least loss and least profits in any scenario. Going forward, we have column E, which will show all the amount that you have in your safe money market funds. Anytime you are waiting for trades into stock funds, you are always earning from safe income funds. Column G and H simply show the opening point of the index on any day and at what point the market closed. Then in column I, you will see in percentage terms on how profitable the day was. Now let's go to the 13th of June to discuss what is happening in column J, K, and L. On this day, you can see that the index went up by 4.69%, and on this day, the admin had 650,000 into stock fund, and since the Alhamra Islamic stock fund that day was 4.78%, we earned 31,070 rupees on that fund in a single day. Similarly, there are formulas linked to each column, and they are referencing to the official NAV in the MUFAP sheet to get us the most accurate values. For example, column K will reference the Alhamra Islamic Asset Allocation Fund, and then column L will reference the Alhamra Dividend Opportunity Fund. Whenever you sign up for the investor sheet, please ask the admin to add your funds in for you so that you can also have the data which is accurate to your asset management company. If you are in Mizan, then all the Mizan funds will be referenced in column J, K, L, and M, which could be Al Mizan Islamic Stock Fund or Al Mizan Energy Fund, and so on. After this, we have column N, which simply tracks how much profit or loss you made in a day. On the 13th of June, for example, we made 109,751 rupees in a single day from all four of the funds combined. This profit or loss is then stored in column O, and this will show your accumulative profits till current date. Then last column is to determine how much profit are you making, which is important to know because all this buying and selling is done to beat the returns of the income fund. If the monetary policy is 20%, then our target should be 25 to 40%, depending on the risk level. For the admin, we can see that till the 30th of June, the net profit average was of 38.03%. Now let's come to what you need to do here when you get your own portfolio. For the purpose of training, we can use this training tab where no entries are made yet. Once you get your own tab, we will simply go to our investment app and enter all values here per fund. For example, if you have 10,000 in your stock fund, we will add 10,000 in row 4 like this. Then we will do the same for all other cells in row 4. So here we have added 30,000 in total in the equity funds, and if we assume that we had a capital of 100,000, this leaves us 70,000 in the money market. On the first row, we can see that we have 10% in stock, asset, and balanced fund, while we have 70% left over in the income funds. Now comes the most difficult part of maintaining your daily portfolio, but it is also simple once you get the hang of it. So all we have to do is that on the morning of every day, you simply have to copy these fields by highlighting them like this, and then press Ctrl-Shift-V. As long as your AMC has updated the NAVs on the MUFAP website, this will update your portfolio here accurately. In case your NAV is not updated, then you can once more just overwrite the entire formula and add whatever figure you earned or lost for the day. Now let's assume that since the index is showing that it was up by 1.02% and your fund performed by exactly 1%, then we will double-click on this cell and add 1% here. Doing that gives us exactly 100 profit on our 10,000 that was in the stock fund. Just remember to do this every day, because the cell is referencing to the last NAV that's available on the website. So if the formula is not made static by copy-pasting, then it will continue to show outdated value. Also a pro tip, just in case you wish to update your tracker on the same day as soon as you get the latest NAVs, then you can simply delete all of these lines like this and add your daily performance here. Do watch this part of the video again if you didn't get it, and then try to make the edit on your sheet. Once you keep adding the NAVs daily, your spark lines will start to populate, and soon they will show up like this, so you know how well your portfolio is growing. With that, we have wrapped up the advanced level portfolio management tutorial. If you still have further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Happy trading and signing off.